we go. Okay. I think we're recording. Okay. All right. So thank you all for being on the call. Okay. There we go. So we're going to do a little PowerPoint. Yay, us, because I don't know. It just makes it more fun and you don't have to sit here and just listen to me talk all the time. So we will start with our accountability roll call. I'm just going to write down everybody's name. If somebody else pops on the call, I cannot see the page. So just, feel free to pipe in or let me know who I'm missing. So Case, why don't you go first with just kind of go down those 3 points right there.
All right, there we go. I had to unmute myself. Success Club points. I'm still at 2, working hard to bump that up here in the next day or two. Got a few prospects that I'm talking to. Helping your challengers and team. Yes, I'm touching base with all my 21-day fix challengers, making sure that they're still working on that, or if they want to bump up to extreme, or if they want to try something different. I know Joy and I have talked a couple times here lately. Are you back yet, Joy?
Yes. I'm here.
Okay. Good. Did you have a good trip? Good.
I'm back home.
Good.
We've had lots of travelers lately.
Yeah.
Yeah. 3 vital behaviors. I got away from the reading of my book a little bit because I so wish I didn't get motion sick, but I drive the whole entire time on trips, so I could get a lot of stuff done if I was able to work in the car. But and then sitting in a hotel room with 4 kids can't really get a whole lot done. So I was a little behind.
But you did get some. You were listening to a lot of personal development because you were texting me about it, so that was good.
I did actually I caught up on all the national wake-up calls. I listened to some Brennan Burchard's. So I did actually do that instead of my reading. So I just put in one of my earbuds and listened as I drove.
Good. Did you get any good new ideas or strategies from that?
Oh my gosh, I absolutely loved. I'm going to go back and listen to that one again. I can't remember. I'll look for it, but it was the one that I was...
Was it the Becky, somebody, the one about consistency, or was it the one about emeralds?
It wasn't the that was the one that we were chatting about most, but it was the other one that I'm like, I've got to listen to this again when I can actually write down
stuff.
Yeah, because just listening to it, I'm driving. I'm like, I could feel myself driving faster. My adrenaline's kicking in. I'm like, oh man. But if you have not listened to that call yet, I highly, highly suggest it. I'm looking it up here real quick while I finish up.
Becky Brosette, Creating Discipline and Accountability. I think that's the one. Yeah, that was a really good one. That was from September 28th.
Yeah, if you haven't listened to that one yet, I highly suggest it. And then there's a couple of, Charged Life podcasts that I listened to that I really got a lot out of. So that was awesome. So yeah, you're right. I did. Thank you for remembering that. And I did message a couple people and talk to a few people. I just didn't do as much as I probably would have done if I was home, but that's okay. It was an enjoyable trip and that's what matters. So
yeah. Yep. Yeah. And you did something, you came back with some new ideas and a fresh attitude. And not that you had a bad attitude before, but you have some new ideas. So that's good.
Oh, and I got to try Master's Hammer and Chisel. That was awesome. I got to use the weight room with the weights and got to do that. And so I really, really enjoyed it. So I really like it.
Yeah. I meant to tell you that your post with the picture in the weight room with your Beachbody On Demand and the new program, all of that was a really good post. So
thank you.
Yeah. You're welcome. All right. Okay. Good job. Miss Melissa, how about you, my dear?
Hi. I have 10 Success Club points still. I currently am enrolling someone else right now.
That's awesome.
So I should have 12 by tonight, but I think that I actually am going to put her under Pete. So
gotcha.
I'll still have 10 and then he'll have 2.
Does that person want to be a coach?
No, unfortunately not yet.
Not yet.
But
okay.
Kristen has some prospective coaches.
That's great.
And she is on the leg that I need another emerald. So she already has one.
Oh
so
my
she
gosh.
just needs one
She just
more
needs one
to
more.
go
Oh
emerald.
my gosh. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Yay.
So, yeah. She said she's been planting and watering seeds.
I love that. And I love that she's saying that. I love it.
Yes, me too. So I'm hoping that will come to fruition. Am I helping challengers and the team? Yes, I started my Knockout Nation page. It is open. I have added my coaches. We had our first Knockout Nation call last Wednesday night. We will be having another one this Wednesday night.
Oh my gosh.
And I'm formatting the call. Gosh, which call was it that they talked about, like really formatting your team calls to be like fast? You know what I'm talking about?
Yes. No, I think that was the Emerald call.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been formatting it that way that we talk about one weakness, one strength, one change we can make, and then we open for questions, and that's it. Because
awesome.
I left them with wanting them to join us on this call as like our bigger team call for brainstorming, and then that call would be more directive toward moving them in the direction they need to go.
Yeah, I think that's great. And I think, so that is another National Wake Up Call podcast. And I'm pulling it up here to get the date. But both Melissa and Casey and I have referenced that multiple times, just even in our personal conversations. It just gets your brain going. Was from September 21st with Shay Fryer, and it's called Developing Top Performing Emeralds. And I think, even because I think that flow that Melissa was just mentioning, she even uses those with one-on-one calls, which I think is really good. And I totally forgot about that because I listened to it in the car and I didn't take notes. So I'm glad that you reminded me of that, because I think that that's, giving people an opportunity to ask questions and to also celebrate their strengths is really important, because I think so often we can just feel like it's not working and I'm no. But there's always something to celebrate. So having that, little formula that we follow, then that gives an opportunity for both. So that's awesome. Yay. I'm so excited that you have your page too, my dear.
Yeah. Yep. I did it. I have my picture there. I finally made my, my logo.
I saw that on your brain dump. I was like, oh, that's so exciting.
Yes, I did it. So I did not do everything on my brain dump, but I did.
Okay. That's all right. Our brain dumps don't have to have, it's just get it out there. That's, and whatever we don't get to, then we move on. Whatever we don't get onto our schedule. So that's awesome. Yay. Good job, my dear.
Thank you. And am I doing my 3 vital behaviors? Yes, I am a product of the product. I've been practicing my PIA routine. And then when I'm feeling like I have days in between where I need that, someone needs to be pepping me, then I've been doing size actually.
Oh, good.
So, because size makes me feel happy and I'm moving and I'm listening to music. So that's what I've been doing in between. I have been inviting, though I have pulled back a little bit since I hit my monthly goal. I've spent the last week or so working with my coaches instead and placing more emphasis on that. Though I have continued conversations with people, but I'm not hustling like I do in the beginning of the month, so to speak.
Right. Yeah.
And yes, I have been doing my PD, not as much as I need to be. I missed a couple days this last week, and I will be reading tonight. That was already on my brain dump as well.
Yay. Isn't the brain dump a beautiful thing? It just totally gets you back. When I feel like I'm like, I'm like, oh, what do I do? Okay. So now I'm back. I'm focused. But it's just like, so yay. All right. Well, good job, my dear. I'm proud of you. You have been working really hard with your team, and I know that it's a hard balance. But I think you're doing the exact right thing where, you've hit your goal. And so now as a leader, it's time to focus and help your team, hit their goals. That's what being a diamond coach is all about. So Yay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, Miss Carmen, welcome back from the mountains.
Hey.
Hey.
Hi. It was a lovely trip.
It looked like a lovely
Asheville.
trip. It looked like a lovely trip.
It's
You guys were in Nashville, Tennessee? Is that right?
Asheville.
Oh, Asheville, North
Carolina. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Yes.
Cool.
So I did so many steps one day, and it was ridiculous. And I think we probably did like a half a mile in steps.
Oh my
It
goodness.
was so crazy. But yes, I missed my Shakeology. I didn't take it with me because we were so all over the place, and I was glad to get home and get back into my eating. And it just, you just feel better. I just felt kind of crappy after eating junk. I mean,
yes,
it's really true. My friends were making fun. Like, we went with another couple and they were making fun of me. They're like, don't worry, you'll get back to your eating later. You have another day of vacation. I'm like, you guys, I just need a salad. Like, I just feel better.
I just need a salad, man. I know. You know what? My Nathan, especially like this weekend, where he just kind of ate like crap. And this morning, first thing, he's like, "Oh, my belly hurts," and he went in and went poo. And I was like, I mean, which is fine, but he gets it. I said, well, maybe we should have a shake for breakfast. So both my kids had a shake for breakfast because I knew that's what they needed.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Good.
Well, good.
So I didn't really do much there. I did do some actually messaging with one woman who is actually going to join my challenge group. However, she ordered all of her stuff already on just the website.
Mm-hmm.
So she has everything, but she went on and requested me to be her coach for the future.
Perfect. Did she get a challenge pack?
She did.
She did. Okay. So you can, and she ordered because of you?
She didn't. Right? She ordered online, and then she asked on Facebook, and I wasn't even her friend on Facebook, but I had a friend of her say, hey, my friend Carmen's a coach. And I know her because our daughters were in the same class together at school. So I just reached out to her and I said, hey, my friend Sonia said that you were looking for a Beachbody coach. And she goes, well, I had several recommendations, but I would rather go with someone that I kind of know. So I'd love to have you as my coach.
Awesome.
So
cool.
So she's going to join my group, but she already has everything. She has the challenge. She's getting the challenge pack, Shakeology, everything, which I'm glad.
Yeah.
If she likes it, then that's, a continued customer.
Right.
And
so
I'm glad to be able to help her because she lives in my neighborhood. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So she is now your customer. Is that right? She's done that process.
Yes. I gave her my number and she went online.
Perfect.
Or she went, I think she called.
Yeah.
Or whatever and got it switched over.
So you can actually call and have them credit her order and points to you.
Oh, really? Are you serious?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
I know. Isn't that
give
nice?
Me SC5.
Yes, it will. Yep.
Oh, yay. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes me super excited.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. That's awesome. So yeah, I'm really excited for her. Then I have a couple other people they're like, hey, I already have 21 Day Fix, but I kind of want to jump in and do it again. And so I'm going to kind of bring them in and have them start again with me.
Cool.
In my challenge group. So
nice.
I'm excited to do it on my own. It'll be fun.
Cool. And are those people currently Shakeology drinkers or no?
Yes.
Yes.
They are.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yeah, so maybe they're ready to become a coach. You just never know. You can offer them that. So, all right. So 3, soon to be 5. All right. And how is your team going? I know most of them are discount coaches. Do you have any people that are, that you've been sharing with, kind of help them see the value of becoming Emerald or active?
I know that Stephanie, or active. I know Stephanie Hughes, I think, is in the Coach Basics with Melissa, but I don't know. I'm not in the group, so I don't know how active she is. Should I be in the group too, just to see what she's been posting, or not necessarily?
Yeah, no, you don't need to. In the past, I've been in groups with my coaches, and it's just one more group to try and keep track of. And then you feel like, well, do I comment or do I not? And sometimes also, you really kind of explained it to me this way. Sometimes our coaches feel more comfortable when we're not in that group. So we're not like, like hovering
Yeah,
over them.
that's kind of what I thought.
Yeah, but like I would check in with her and say, or anybody else
And
who
just
has
see how
coaches
it's
in that
going.
groups, and say, hey, how's Coach Basics going? Maybe share, what you found helpful, when you went through it, or
Sure.
whatever.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Cool. Product of the product, inviting, and personal development. Are those on your daily to do?
Yes.
Okay.
Daily to-dos.
Perfect. All righty. Okay, Miss Rachel, you are next.
I have SC12 and have 2 coach orders in. One may not go through. It has some bills coming up, but the other one's finishing tomorrow. And so that'll be on my account, and my husband's is at 0, which I'm really trying to get one more order in just because his Shakeology is on delay, because I normally do the 3 packs for him for samples, and I don't need any more. So I'm really trying to push for one more, but other than that, kind of like Melissa, I still have done some inviting and some Shakeology taste test invites, but I haven't been sending out as many invites only because I know my max 30 group is coming up.
Right.
So I start 21-day fix on Monday, and I immediately next week I'm hitting hard for max 30. I mean, I will push for invites. I want girls, guys.
Mm-hmm.
So I just have kind of taken a step back on invites late last week and through this week. And I've been trying to help my sister get another coach signed up so that I can be Emerald, because Amber signed her husband.
I saw that. So she'll be Emerald. So you will be Diamond if Christina goes, right?
But she's trying. She just, the one lady who's on Shakeology HD has not responded to her discount coach option. And then Christina checked back in with her, but she still just hasn't referenced anything about the discount coach. And I understand it's one of her mother-in-law's best friends.
Yeah.
So she just kind of feels weird, pushing okay, she didn't say anything. So maybe wait again till the next month and say, hey, if you're, continue like this. But she's got someone else on Shakeology HD. So we'll see.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah. Who is it? Amber is going Emerald this week.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
And Darcy is my go-getter, which she's on the call now. So I know she'll be Emerald. She has an Emerald date for 10:30. So I know she'll hit it.
Awesome.
She's doing really well with the coach offers out there.
That's awesome.
That's someone, oh my gosh, in our 21-day fixed group that's already trying the meal. She's already love them. She's posting like crazy.
Oh my gosh. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I think she'll be able to get a couple here soon.
Awesome.
And then, yes, I drink Shakeology every day, and I'm finishing last week of my T25 group. So sticking with it.
And are you doing your personal development each day?
Yes, for the most part each day. I'm still on that Leave Your Mark book, and I have fast forwarded to the social media aspect of it, but it's just so dry. It's hard for me to get into.
Then just put it down.
I know. I need to. I keep telling myself I just need to finish it, but I think it's been a mood killer. I need to just. When I was reading You're a Badass, I mean, I was like
a badass.
When I was wide awake at 5 a.m. and I would get up, read, drink my coffee, and I just am so I
just put it down. Yep, it's not worth wasting more time on it. I mean, and I'm not a reader, so it takes something like the energy bus for me, to really get into it. I have so many books upstairs, I don't even remember who it is. It's somebody big, John Acuff, I think. The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. I mean, really? I mean, I think I got to law number 10, and I was like, I can't. Theoretically, it's ooh, I read one law for 21 days. That seems very doable until it's I'm like, I had to step away because it's stupid. It's stupid. So it's not stupid. Yeah. I'll get back to it, but
yeah, that's what I should just, because I think it will help me at work even and with social media, but it's just not something that is a feel-good read. So I just need to put it down and get something else for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got Girl Boss and The Compound Effect. So I'll start one of these two.
Yeah. Yeah. Those are good. Both of those are really good. All right. Well, good job, my dear. All right. Joy and Darcy, are those the last two on the call? Because I can't see. Is there anybody else? Yes? No? Hold on.
Yes,
Nope,
I'm
that's
here.
it. Darcy and
Okay.
Joy.
All right. All right. So, Miss Joy, you may go ahead, my dear. Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's see. Do you have Success Club points on the board? I have one.
Yay! One is good. One is
And
something.
I have another friend of mine who is very interested in 21 Day Fix, and I offered to her the coaching opportunity, and she's interested. She wants to think about it a little bit, and I'm going to put her under my husband. That way he will be an emerald.
Yay! I love it. I love how you're working the business, girl.
Yeah.
Good job.
Are you helping your challengers and team? Yes. I talk to them every day, either through Facebook messaging, texting, email. Every day I talk to them.
That's awesome.
They're not active on Facebook. They're not active in my group, but they want to talk to me, and they want the support. So
Yeah.
it's the most important thing.
One thing that may be helpful for that aspect, because I have a quiet group right now, my 21 Day Fix group is pretty quiet, but I've had to go back and remind them a couple times, hey, just a reminder, this is a secret group. So nope, whatever you post in here is not going to show up in your newsfeed. Only the people in this group. And that seems to kind of make them feel a little more comfortable. So if you find that, because it is a lot of your time, to respond to every single person or to send a message to every single person, so maybe remind them that the group is secret, and then maybe tag them in a post in the group to kind of encourage that engagement there. Because also, when they engage in that group, other people are seeing that and feeding off of that as well, and that's why, like Rachel has mentioned before, the power of the group. That's why it's so powerful. It's because it's not just one-on-one, I think a lot of times we think that we need that, but really it's like
the power of the group. Yeah. Okay. And product of the product. Yes. I follow the 21 Day eating plan. I'm I think I'm going to start PIO tomorrow, because I did that when I was on vacation with my friends this weekend, and we did PIO, we did sweat, and I was really surprised at how I felt.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start that tomorrow. But I'm still going to keep the Weight is Over.
Yeah.
Keep that going, but I'm not going to be doing that. So invite. Yes, I've been doing that as much as I can. And personal development, I'm listening to your first year in network marketing, which is really good. That's a great one. I really enjoy that one. So I listened to that.
Cool.
Your first year in network marketing. It's really, I recommended it to another friend of mine who's on a different team, and she's enjoying it too.
All right.
Who's that by, Joy? I've never heard of that one.
Who is it by?
Yeah, do you happen to know?
Yes. Hold on one second. It is by Mark Yarnell, Yarnell.
Okay, cool.
It's really good for the first year people.
Sure.
Really,
which is most of us, so that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good. All right, perfect.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing, my dear. All right, Miss Darcy, you are up. Welcome to our call.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Do you have Success Club points?
I have 8 right now, so that's 2 more than last time.
And 2 away from 10, which is awesome.
Woo! I know. And someone's texting me right now, just a new customer, random person from Facebook, just messaged me about a package. So I'm hopefully going to talk her into Shakeology and get those last few points. I do have another few people that are interested. It's just kind of talking them into it. And I'm really pushing for them to order before the end of the month, since it's on since it's a deal this month. So hopefully that will help. What were the other questions?
Do you have coaches underneath you?
Not yet, but since I sold 4 packages, 2 of the people are interested in coaching. One that Rachel was talking about, I work with her. She's not really into fitness, but she's really into this particular 21-day fix package, and she wants to help her family out. So she's been going through the procedures, and she's a really detailed person. So she's been kind of researching it. So I think
Awesome.
I think next time she orders, I think she'll sign up. So that's what I'm kind of waiting on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have, and we'll get to this, but just for a mental note, the last Tuesday of the month, there's a new coach call. If she is still interested, you're welcome to invite her to that call, because we just kind of talk about, what is Success Club? What do we do as a coach? Blah, blah, blah. So that even though she's not a coach yet, that would give her some good info, and it's before the end of the month. So then maybe she would go ahead and sign up.
It'll, kind of push her in that direction. Okay. Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm doing T25. I still have a few more days left of that this week. So I'm continuing to do that, drinking my Shakeology. And I'm so bad at reading, but I finally on my lunch break read You Are a Badass for like 20 minutes, and I was getting into it. So I'm excited to read it tomorrow. I'm going to try to do it every day at lunch, since I am always so busy with my son after work. So hopefully I'll be able to finish that and then move on to the next book that I choose.
Cool. Good job, my dear.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. Well, so everybody has points on the board, which is awesome, because it's only October 19th. So whether we have 12 points or 1 point, there's nobody on this call that has 0 points. And even if we had 0 points, we would still have time. So just be proud of yourself for the fact that we are just barely halfway through the month, and there is still time to hit Success Club 5. So make it a non-negotiable. And, just remember that those points truly do represent people whose lives you have touched. And I know for me, I've been sitting here at 6 for a while, which is great. Whatever. I mean, I shouldn't say whatever. I've hit Success Club, but my personal goal is 10 each month. And I feel like I get stuck at 6 for 2.5 weeks every single month. And then I stop worrying about the numbers and I start just focusing on, okay, who can I help? Who in my life needs some help? Who is liking my post, that as opposed to dismissing that like as, oh, they probably just thought the picture was cute or whatever. Why don't I follow up with them? Today I sent out 15 invites, and I sent out people that it made me really uncomfortable to send it to them, because I knew that they would just say no, or, oh man, I have sent her something, several times over the past 6 months, and she said no every time. Well, guess what? 2 of the people that made my stomach cringe, they actually responded and said, yeah, I'd love some more info. So you just never know, So again, it's not my rule or my law or my whatever, but when we get out of our comfort zone, that's when things happen. So okay, so next up we have our Super Saturday report. We're I think I think Rachel, Darcy, and I may have been the only ones on our entire team that went to a Super Saturday. I think. I didn't hear from anybody else. So we had a really good time. I asked Rachel, I'll just go according to this. So there will be, it's not there yet, but keep your eyes peeled in your Coach Online office. There will be a recording of the business meeting portion of it, where they talk about the Fall Classic. I was kind of running around, so Rachel and Darcy may have some more info, but there were some really good invitation tips that I was quickly jotting down notes about. So make sure that you take some time to plug that in and listen to it once it hits the Coach Online office, which that should be in the next couple of days. So I have asked Rachel and Darcy if they wouldn't mind sharing some of their takeaways, just because, they have fresh set of eyes and ears, and it was their first Super Saturday. So ladies, if you want to share, take turns and, share some things that you thought, whether it was from the business meeting or maybe from the workout or anything, just your thoughts in general.
Rachel, you can go first.
Okay, so just being a part of the workout was insanely moving, and I've never been in like a group fitness workout like that, and I don't even know how to explain it. There's not words, but it kind of reminded me or reassured me as to why I'm doing what I'm doing. There were so many non-coaches there, and they did like how Beachbody is impacting your life. And there were 2 women who were standing who have lost over 100 pounds doing this. And it was so moving to me just to see their lives are impacted for forever from doing this, and somebody sharing it with them. And probably one of the biggest things on the business side that I got from it was it's reassuring to me to know that some of the top coaches, 10-star diamond coaches, who remember thinking or questioning, like, what am I doing? I don't really know what I'm doing, doing in this kind of, because there's still days that I'm like, I'm going to hit a dead point in this. I don't, how long can I go? How long am I going to do this before I stop and I can't reach any more people and I just feel like I can't do anything else? So it's just really reassuring to hear that some of the top coaches, actually all of them, everyone goes through that and experiences that. And I never ever saw myself doing this. It's so outside of my comfort zone. I mean, it feels good. I love it. It's changed me as a person, but it still scares the crap out of me at the same time. So it's just nice to know that other people, thought and think the same thing.
Yeah. And, I feel that way probably on a monthly basis. Oh my gosh, I've exhausted my cold market, and it's all about continuing to learn. And I've only been in this for a year and a half. And, I work very closely to Julie. She's a 15-star diamond. She's been a coach for 7 years. And I can tell you, she has the same anxieties. She has the same fears. The other day, it was probably a week ago, maybe. She's like, yeah, I'm at Success Club 0. And I always find that very reassuring that no matter how high up you are, she's a 15-star diamond. On day 1 of the month, we all start with 0. We all start with 0. It's not like you hit 5-star or 10-star or 15-star and, oh, look, here, you start the month with 10 Success Club points. No. We all have goose eggs. So, but yeah, everybody did share that. And I think that that's just natural. And I think it's natural for us to feel like, oh my gosh, what am I doing? Or like you said, how long can I do this? And you know what? It's really totally up to us. I've been focusing a lot lately on trying to get into my cold market. And it's uncomfortable for me, but it's starting to work. And, that's the only way that we're going to grow. But right now, most of you guys don't even need to worry about that because you have so much opportunity in your warm market and in your hot market and in the low-hanging fruit. And I still have a lot of low-hanging fruit, but I also feel like, okay, some things are changing. I'm seeing some changes here. I need to get out of my comfort zone. So, yeah, I think those are really good takeaways. And were you surprised at the different types of coaches that there were?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I was too. The very first time that I went to a Beachbody event, and Casey may feel this way too. The first time that she went to Super Saturday, I was like, oh, okay. So not everybody is like a Julie Vora, like ripped. Like that's what I thought that everybody would be. I thought, no, like coaches come and all different, shapes, sizes, male, female, young, old. One of Jama Nelson, I think is her name. She's a 60-year-old grandmother who teaches insanity, who gets like Success Club 20 every single month. It's crazy. I'm like, oh my gosh, like how do you do that? So that was kind of an eye-opening thing for me when I first started to go to live events. But I even turned to Darcy and Marcy. Listen, Darcy and Rachel. So we did, what did we do first? We did some Joel and Jericho stuff, which is new kind of strike combat stuff at the beginning. And then we did some Insanity and Max 30. And then we ended with Pio. And when that Pio music started, I got all verklempt because it was that last move of Insanity where we were pushing and we're surrounded by 250 people who are pushing and grunting and, telling, themselves that they can do it. And then Julie's yelling, can you go harder? Can you put, and we're like, yes. And then that Pio music comes on and I'm like, almost like I was fighting back the tears. There is something special about being in a live event with Beachbody. Casey and Melissa experienced that at Summit. If you have not been to a live event, you have to put it on your priority list, whether it's the next Super Saturday or Summit. I hope that you get there before Summit, but it's just the energy in the room is just amazing. And to know that all of those people are there for this very same reason that you're there, to help other people, and they are there because somebody reached out and helped them. It's like this really flippin' cool sorority that we're all part of. It's like this little close-knit thing. And I have this awesome picture of Darcy and I that I have this post in my head and I can't wait. It's going to go up on Thursday. So you'll just have to wait and see that. But I feel like it really captures kind of the spirit of Beachbody, because I don't know Darcy, but I met her on Thursday and I don't know, the picture is just really cool. So photo credit to Rachel. All right. So I blabbed enough. Miss Darcy, what were your takeaways?
Well, I was going to say photo credit to Rachel. Thank you for taking that picture. But let's see. They really did make you get out of your comfort zone because we dressed up in 80s clothes and we went all out as much as we could. And we were like, what the heck are we doing? Like, is anybody else going to be dressed up? And everyone was, and it was a lot of fun. So I would say it's definitely worth it. And also I work out almost every day and I was so sore the next day. It was awesome. So that was even worth it, kind of getting that feel to be sore again and everything like that. But a few points that I took away from it is kind of what Rachel said is you can't get down on yourself. They kept saying that, you'll reach out on social media, you'll, post on your business pages and you won't get any likes. And that's just the nature of this whole process. You can't get down on yourself. You just have to be confident day after day. And sooner or later you will get those likes, you'll get those messages from random people that you don't even know that are interested. So they're watching. It's just a matter of when it's time for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then another one is Julie kind of had to think about it. And then the next day she posted a video on the page about what if you're really good at one part of the business and not so good at the other part of the business. And she kind of talked about you really need to focus on your strengths and not so much on what you don't know about the business, because that will eventually come. And if you can focus on what you're good at, then people will, kind of buy into that system. And then you'll learn. As you learn, you'll get to know the business. You'll pick up on things and also lean on your teammates and others that are along the journey with you. Because one person might be really good at, the selling or the business part. Other person will be good at, like the workouts and the motivation and stuff like that. So I thought that was really helpful.
Yeah, it is. And, and Julie is so right. I think sometimes we feel like, oh my gosh, I have to get certified in something to be successful. No, you don't, because some people just would not be a really good instructor or a good instructor at all. Or, maybe, Julie has said she likes to get certified in everything just because it's part of their catalog. And so she has better form and this and that. But I'm going to be honest, certifications are not cheap. And I am of the belief that if I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to get certified in it. So I doubt that should there be a Brazilian butt lift certification that I would get it. And honestly, I didn't even know if I wanted to get the size program. I was like, eh. I mean, Melissa and Casey can remember we were at Summit and I was like, I don't know I'm going to get it. And they're like, just get it. I was like, oh, okay, I'll get it. And now I'm getting certified in it. So, definitely serve in your strengths. That was Julie's message. If you didn't see that video, serve in your strengths, because we all have our own strengths, and it may be numbers. So you may be really, really good at figuring out the business end of it and where you need to place things. Like I know Shantae is not on isn't on the call, but she messaged me last week asking about, well, and I read that this and so-and-so and it's more helpful if we're at the top. And I just had to tell her, I was like, girl, you know more than me. I don't know. Like that's not a strength of mine. Here's what I do know. So, so that reading all of those policies and procedures, which side note, next week, we're going to talk about compliance. There's some really good tidbits. It's not as boring as you think, but there's some good info on there that I think will be good for us. So serve in your strengths. So let that be your goal for this week. All right. Was there anything else from Super Saturday before we move on? The next one is January 9th. So mark your calendars. Some markets choose to have their Super Saturdays on a Friday or on a Sunday. It just depends on if they're having guests or whatever. So just, stay connected to your Coach Online office and find one near you and get to it. Okay. One thing that we did talk about in or at Super Saturday is the Fall Classic. This is a Success Club challenge that it runs during the month of November. And here's how it works. Isn't this graphic cute? I made it for Julie, so I stole it for our call. I figure I have rights to it. So a Fall Classic team is 3 people. So it's yourself and 2 other coaches. There can only be 1 lifetime diamond on a single team. So for example, I could not be on a team with Casey and Melissa because they are both lifetime diamonds. However, that means Casey can be on a team with 2 other people and Melissa can be on a team with 2 other people. You do not have to have a diamond on your team. But that's just letting you know that only 1 lifetime diamond can be on your team. So you'll need to team up with people. They don't have to be in your direct downline. They don't have to be on team consistency. They just have to be a coach. So if you have a friend that's a coach in California, then you are welcome to have them come on your team. Obviously, the idea is to get Success Club points. And it's like what was the other one? Not the Fall Classic. What was the summer one? I forget what it was. It was something else. But Team Cup. Yes, Team Cup. So this one is a little bit smaller. I think we had 4 or 5 people on Team Cup. So this one is a little bit smaller. And you get points, and then there's a tier of prizes. So all of that info is in the Coach Online office, or you can go to teambeachbody.com/Fall Classic. So registration open today, and you have to have your teams registered by the 31st. And you'll need a team captain. You'll need everybody's coach ID, and then you'll need to name your team. And I'm sure, I haven't read, but I'm sure that the grand prize is going to LA, getting a tour of Beachbody headquarters, getting a whole video made of your thing and interviews and all that good stuff. So, but if nothing else, it's just an awesome opportunity to really pick up some momentum, end the year strong. So often, we just want to kind of step back and float through the last 3 months. But like Carl's been saying, we need to be the ones that are thinking about fitness when nobody else is. Because if we are being consistent in our behaviors, and if we are sharing our story, and if we're being a product when nobody else is thinking about it, guess who they're going to come January 1st when they're now starting to think about fitness? Us. So, so definitely get your team together, reach out to people. You do not have to be the captain of it. Feel free to delegate it. I know we have leaders on this call right now, and I know it's very easy for all of us to feel like we have to do everything. appoint somebody else to be the captain. Really, all they'll do is get the email, the weekly email that has your points. Maybe they'll create a little group page, or maybe, they'll create a Facebook message string. However you guys want to communicate, it's totally up to you. But definitely get on a team, and it's a great opportunity for you to work with your team and really encourage them. And if you want to, incentivize your teams with additional gifts or whatever, that's totally fine. That is totally up to you. But it's just kind of a fun thing to do. So speaking of points and incentivizing, I think I had mentioned this before. We are going to have, I'm excited about this, a Success Club call with Paula Rizzo, and she is a list producer. She's also a TV producer for Fox News, and she is a friend of mine that I knew just from my TV workings. And but here's the deal. There are 2 ways that you can be on this call. One, and this is the preferred way because it's free to you, hit Success Club in October and you will be on this call. And the call will be November, hang on, she messaged me. I feel like it's the 16th. Is that on Monday? It's in November, early or mid-November. So that's the first way. If you do not hit Success Club, but you want to be on this call, then it will be $5. So because she is charging for this call. So if you hit Success Club, then I will pay for you to be on this call. If you want to be on the call, and if you don't hit Success Club, then you will pay for you to be on the call. Is that a deal? I think that's fair, right? So she is going to talk about how to handle distractions, everything from social media, how to stay focused, how to develop systems of organization, all of the things that we need. She is not a coach, but these are real life things that every one of us can probably benefit from, that will not only move our business forward, but it will make our life less stressful. She's awesome. She's written an ebook, and I believe we're going to do a giveaway for her book as well. But she's awesome. I love her, and I'm really, really grateful that she's willing to take the time to be on our call. And I think we're going to open it up to I have success partners who April Keever, Jamie Parsons, Kim Beal, and Kate Brockmeyer. We're going to open it up to their team as well. So space will be limited. So it's first come, first serve. So I will get a Sign Up Genius going. So if you have already hit Success Club, you can save your spot in there, because I think my Zoom only holds like 25, I think. So first come, first serve. So hit Success Club to get your spot. We will let those people who hit Success Club first. If you're already there, then we'll get you the link so you can sign up. So 2 ways to get it: hit Success Club or pay the $5. So, all right. And I will keep you posted on that exact date. And then speaking of dates, here are the upcoming dates that I posted in our group page. We have a Shakeology taste test, which I have starting next Monday. The new coach call is next Tuesday. So that is for any new coaches on our team. We will go over, what is Success Club, what it means to be a coach. We can also use this as kind of a coach sneak peek. So if you have people that are interested in possibly becoming a coach, feel free to invite them to this call. We don't have any. Oh, yes, we do. Darcy and Rachel are in Indy. The Lewis Howes event is being hosted by Jenny Swisher, and it's Halloween, but it's in the morning, so it's 9 to noon. And with your ticket, you get 2 signed copies of his book. I think a photo op with him, but he's really big in the podcast world. Just a great, personal development, leadership. I'm excited to go see him. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, I will repost I'll repost the link in our team page as well. And then in November, we're going to start with Coach Basics. So Melissa will wrap up this month. I will start next month. Then Melissa and I, as well as Michelle Weir, she's another Success Club partner of mine. The 3 of us are running a free sugar detox group right after Halloween. How perfect is that? So that is open to everybody. Then I will be running a 5-day free Beachbody on Demand group. So I'm welcoming anybody who would like to join this one. We'll pick, I'll create a schedule. We'll pick a different program each day. We will, everybody will sign up to, for their free membership. So this can be for current customers, or it can be for new customers where they can get in, sign up. And that's the benefit, is that they are now, when they sign up for this free trial, they're being assigned to you as a coach, which is nice. And if they already have a coach, well, then they have a decision to make. So, but I've started to get a little more kahunas at saying, when people say, oh, I ordered this from so-and-so, but can I still be in your group? I direct them back to their coach, because I don't want to take an opportunity away from their coach to help them. In the meantime, if they don't feel that their coach is helping, but they feel that I could help, well, then they need to make that switch, but that's totally up to them. So, so my only stipulation is that it is open to everybody, but the people that you put in need to be your customers. Cool. And then at the end of the month, we will have another Shakeology taste test group. And then in between there, I will be running a paid group, but I'm going to keep that small again, just to my personal customers. But what I'm going to do is it will be a kind of a you choose your program. And that will start, I think it's on the 23rd of November. And it's going to be a 30-day group. So I'm going to, if it's PIO, if it's 21-day fix, if it's max 30, whatever. I'm going to try it. I don't know. I've never done a group like that before. So we will see how that works. So does anybody have any questions? See what time it is. Oh, look at that. It's almost 1 hour on the dot. Let me move this over here. Stop the share. Okay, there we go. Does anybody have any questions? No? Good? Okay. All right, my dears. Well, your assignment for this week is we did the brain dumps, which was so fun to see that. And it really helped keep me accountable, because I was like, oh, I really don't. Okay, I need to do my brain dump. Even though I didn't post it every day, I did almost every day do my brain dump. So that was helpful. So keep up with that. And I would say make it a goal to plant 3 seeds a day. 3 seeds a day. I know that doesn't seem like anything out of the ordinary, but I don't think we all do it. I know I don't do it every single day. I tend to do my 15 invites in a day. And then I'm like, oh, I'm good for now. But I am going to commit to this next week, 3 seeds a day, whether that's forming someone, following up, or, inviting to a challenge group, or a coaching opportunity. So, all right. Okay. Well, thank you guys for being on the call. I really appreciate it. I will post the link probably tomorrow. It takes a little bit of time to download, but I will post the link tomorrow. All righty. Cool. Bye, guys. See ya.
Good. Bye.